Hi guys, welcome to today's vlog. And so what I did as soon as I got to Goa, the first thing I actually did was I watched the Fast and Furious 8 movie. I think now they've called it The Fate of the Furious. And I've been a huge fan of every one of them from the starting one when Paul Walker used to ask for sandwiches in the tuna sandwiches from Mia till the last one where Jason Statham was there. They've all been great movies. I was not a huge fan of Tokyo Drift, but apart from that, Tokyo Drift was a different kind of movie. But apart from that, I think all the other movies were fine. They were brilliant movies. I watched them a couple of times. The Fate of the Furious 8. Um, it was different. I did not find it that amusing. It was very staged. They tried to put too much into the movie, actually, to be very honest. This is not a spoiler, but they tried to add every possible form of transportation. And in my opinion, I think that going with submarines was fine, but then they went with jet planes and they went with a secret person called Cypher who would not land her plane at all. And nobody knew. The story did not make a lot of sense to me because, for one, she never landed her plane, but whenever people wanted to fight with her, they managed to get on her plane. Which I could never understand because I don't understand if people could not trace her flight, how did they get on the flight? So I do not understand that part. It's nice that they continued from the last movie with the God's Eye thing that they have where you can trace anybody. So that's nice. I think the best acting in the entire movie was only by the child, and that's my personal opinion on that. Everybody else seemed to be doing a good job. The part where there was this one part in the movie where Dwayne Johnson kind of punched an iron pillar and he left an imprint which is twice the size of his hand. So honestly, I don't understand that. The cars were pretty amusing. They had like an SV and they had some really, really nice vintage cars and a lot of good cars. So that pretty much is amusing. But more than that, the movie was not the most exciting. It seemed too staged. It seemed very unrealistic. And what happens is in the last movie where they had to rob the safe in a couple of movies back. So that seemed very natural, but they had a Bentley and they had some really nice, really high-powered like very well-tuned cars, and one car managed to pull all of them with iron cables. So honestly, I think that the movie was not really something that everybody should have waited for all this time. The fact that Paul Walker was not in the movie is understandable considering he's dead, but that being said, they made a mention of him once in the whole movie, which is fine, but they could have included Mia to some extent, considering that they can still get her as an actor. But apart from that, I'm not too sure if I even would give a 2 on 10 rating to the movie, because I don't think it was worth a 2 on 10. I was really sleepy after halftime of the movie and it wasn't an engaging story. It seems like they're just going ahead with the content and pulling forward to another one. I know that they've spent a lot for this movie and it's been a really big budget movie and all of that, but that being said, I think they've lost the basic storyline that was running from 1 to 7, and in 8 without Paul Walker, not really the best movie that they could have come out with. Not the sequel that a lot of people were looking forward to be honest. Action, but I think it was overdone in this movie per se. Scott Eastwood acted well. He did a good job with the movie, considering that he hasn't been on the previous ones. So that was a good thing. But apart from that, yeah, so the movie was fine, but it's just that it doesn't get, it's fine for a 2 on 10 rating, but apart from that, not really the movie I would want to watch again. But 1 to 7 I probably will watch again, but not this one. So I hope you liked my review of the movie. It's just my honest opinion on the entire thing. And so one thing that was nice to see is Christopher from Game of Thrones. So that was quite exciting to watch because HBO has really been booming with the entire Game of Thrones series. So I think that was one nice thing. Another good thing was the baby in the movie. Not too sure if he would actually look like Dom, but yeah, that was fine. Tyrese Gibson and Ludacris did a good job with their part as well. But apart from that, go ahead and watch it for yourself. And if you like the movie or you do not like the movie, leave it up in the comments. And if you want to see more videos, do hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.